You didn't do anything. What?
Completely forgot.
Opening up the show, and you absolutely forgot.
I've got a cold. What can I say, Jen? I'm gonna use my snotty head as an excuse.
Fine. Use that excuse. And just to everyone, hello, and thank you very much for watching Dear Future Grandkids. As you know, we're coming to you on Facebook and on YouTube. If you haven't met us before, some quick introductions. I'm Jen in Singapore, and that's Ange in Hong Kong. But yep, something's not right. Something's not right. Percy, our buddy from the Philippines, is not around because he's a busy man, business to run. He wants to be around.
Traveling. He's just traveling around the world, just having fun and partying. Yeah, he's not busy.
He's traveling around the world, having fun, but he's still working. So we all want to be Percy.
Well,
someday, but we can only try, right?
Much love to you, Percy. We really miss you. Come on back to the show.
Maybe he's the smart one.
Yeah, honestly. So this is Dear Future Grandkids, everyone, the show that asks a fascinating guest the big question. What would you say to your future grandkids? What stories would you want them to know? What would you want to show them? And do you have a corner of shame to hide from them?
And we have a very talented and inspiring artist on the show today. Honestly, we're so excited. Her first paid job.
We've cried already. We've cried twice.
Yeah,
we've cried twice already.
We'll tell you more about that. But her first paid job when she was just 13 years old, when some random stranger heard her sing karaoke on a cruise ship and offered her a gig. Now, being only 13, she had to skip school to go sing. But because she felt bad about that, she donated her fee to kids with special needs. Now, that tells you something about the huge heart our guest has. And then at the age of 14, she joined her first singing competition in Singapore, the Fame Awards, now making it to the semis. And that's despite facing body shaming. Can you believe this? She was once told, I want to hear you sing, but I don't want to see you sing. But you know what? She kept at it and released her album Rewind at the age of 27. She was the second runner-up in the very first season of Singapore Idol. I remember that back in 2004, and won the Singapore audition for the China singing contest, Sing China. And why did she audition? She said, I wanted them to know that Singapore is small, but we are strong in our way. She became part of Jay Chou's team, ultimately making it to the Final Four. Now that's amazing. She's someone who's never been afraid to be who she is, to showcase Singapore's musical talent to the world, and to sing her emotions, no matter how raw or personal, into the mic. So please welcome, and we're all excited, to Dear Future Grandkids, from Singapore, Olinda Cho!
Hi!
Thank you for having me.
Hey, Ollie, how are you?
That's Olinda.
Super. I was nearly tearing up when I heard you do the intro. Yeah.
Hey, but that's you. That's your life. That's what you've a snippet of what you've done. You've done loads. But you know what? I just have to say now, we're all looking at your setup right now, and we just have envy with your screens.
Yeah,
that is just a setup.
I don't play games. I just use it to listen to music and do music stuff. I don't know. I get giddy playing games. So everyone thinks I look like a gamer.
You look like a total gamer. You look like you're one of those live stream Twitch dudes.
No.
Yeah.
No.
With that setup.
I love books. Funny. I have a shelf just like yours. I'll show you later.
Oh, cool. We can't wait for the tour. We cannot wait.
Fantastic.
Now, Olinda, our show is called Dear Future Grandkids, and I know because we were speaking in the pre-interview that you loved being a grandkid yourself, didn't you? You were really, really close to your grandparents.
Loved it. Was very close to them, and I used to have tea with them almost twice a week. I'll take grandmas both for high tea, and then sometimes we go to the kopitiam, and sometimes we go for high tea. So it's like, We enjoy. Sometimes it's a $40 pot of tea. Sometimes it's a 60-cent cup of tea. And it's different. The things that we experience is different. So my grandmas showed me a lot and taught me a lot. And they taught me how to play blackjack.
No way. Well, yeah, actually, no. It's either our parents or grandparents, right?
My
Growing up in
grandparents,
Singapore.
yeah. So they taught me how to gamble.
You're speaking Angel's language.
Yeah.
Gambling.
Like gambling, Chinese gambling's in my DNA. It's. I
And
believe
Mahjong.
everyone needs to have one vice, right? So that's my vice.
Mahjong?
I actually only learned mahjong during COVID, and I think it's because my family knew that I had a tendency to really get addicted to gambling. So my parents always said it would be a really bad thing for me to learn mahjong. So I never did until COVID came along, and then I had nothing else to do.
But gambling is kind of like singing. It's competitive, right, at that moment, but you enjoy that battle back and forth. And then when you win, especially at mahjong, and if you're like one player that wins all three, it's like, yeah. And it's like, yeah, good fight, good strat. I appreciated it. It's good match.
Yeah, it's the when you win. The trouble is I never win, right? The house always wins. And that's the problem. It's just too expensive to do. If I won, it'd be absolutely fine.
True. Yeah. That's the first time I've heard someone trying to explain in terms of analogy, singing, it's just like gambling.
Adrenaline. And you enjoy, but you respect. Even though you lose or you win, you respect the match. You respect the person,
You're a bigger person than I am.
How much respect I have for myself after I've had a bad night, I tell you.
If you want to know someone's character, right, play one game of mahjong with them. One round, Dong Nan Xi Bei, play with them. And to me, I judge a good player from Pai Ping, if you know what it means. Means class when you play. When they lose, they still tell you thank you for the game. When they win, they kind of relax and they throw you the cards.
They don't gloat, right?
Yeah, they don't gloat, or neither do they guard you so tightly. So I think that's how I kind of sift out the kind-hearted people in my group.
So be careful when you get invited to play mahjong with Olinda. It's not because she's looking for the fourth person. She's trying to suss you out.
She's just trying to
suss you for a second game. There must be something wrong.
Never invited again. Oh, what happened?
I don't know how we got onto this, Olinda, but we want to jump into some quick fire questions for you now. Sure. So, in 3 words, how would your friends describe you?
Strong, funny, protective.
Oh, no. Oh, that's a good friend.
That's nice.
Those 3 words. I love that. What's the first record you ever bought?
Queen. The best hits of Queen. And he died on the same day that I bought it. Like, I bought it and I was like, I want to break free. And then it's like, oh, he passed away on that very day.
Really?
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, what a creepy coincidence.
And he is one of my idols, like Elvis and then Freddie Mercury. I love both.
On that day he passed, but do you remember, was it like a record? Was it a cassette or a CD or?
I think it was.
Do you remember what format it was?
I think it was a cassette. Yeah, I didn't have enough money to buy a CD back then.
Oh wow!
True, CDs were really expensive then compared to a cassette. It was like double or triple the price.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, you had to save up. You had to really want it in order to buy it.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
I didn't know that it would sound so good. I just like the name, like Queen. Oh, that sounded nice. I was just like a kid.
You're serious? You didn't know who they were more or less. You didn't research them or the history of Queen.
It was just like a blue album with a gold logo. I'm like, oh, that looks kind of
regal. That's right.
And then there was like, all we hear is Radio Gaga. Yeah,
wow.
And I was like, oh, amazing. And then I went to research more about him. And I love the way, I mean, he's really inspirational to me. Like the way that he lets go on stage. There's no guard. He's so safe. The audience makes him feel so safe. And I hope that I can replicate that same kind of feel that he gives, He gives without, there's no walls. It's just, come guys, take it. And yeah, he truly is one of my idols.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah. Well, keeping to the musical theme, what's your karaoke go-to song? I'm sure you have many.
Yeah, what does a singer sing at karaoke? I just want to know, like, what's your go-to song?
Yeah.
My go-to. How about my shower song? That would work better.
Yeah.
Every time I start my day, it's birds flying high, you know how I feel. Down in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me.
Wow.
And I'm feeling good.
Wow. You must be one of the world's greatest shower singers of all
Can you
time.
imagine just starting your morning like that and having a voice like just starting your morning like that? It's like, oh
Unbelievable. That's fantastic.
That's
So,
like,
Olinda, what's a life motto that you have?
I'm not afraid. I was born to do this.
wow, really?
Whoa.
Joan of Arc.
Strong.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's so
Strong.
amazing. I love that. What's the subject?
I always
Sorry?
say that, I always say that to myself before I go on stage.
You do.
So that's the ritual you have. So
literally,
before you go on stage,
it's literally one of your mottos. You look in the mirror, or what are you doing?
Yeah.
And it's like you're just backstage, about to go on, and that's what you say.
Yeah, and they'll think like, oh my god, this Ollie's just talking to herself. Yeah, I am, and I'm not hiding it. I'm like, I'm not afraid. I was born to do this. Go, Ollie.
Nice.
It's self-talk out loud. It's not internal self-talk.
So would you say you? I mean, that comes from a very confident place. Do you say it because you need it as a confident boost, or you say it because you so truly believe it? Like, why do you say it to yourself before you go on stage?
To be honest, I used to say it because I was a little scared, and it was to like boost my confidence. But the more I said it, the more I believed it, because words have energy, right? There is vibes in the words. And I think as I grew older, it got more and more real. And it's just a gentle reminder that, Ollie, you're going to go out and you're going to ace this. So go and give them a show. They came all the way down. I mean, you always have to think the audience did so much. People think that, oh yeah, I'm just there to sing and then people come and then they go. No, they took the time to buy the tickets. They took the time to get dressed, take the transportation down, find parking, and squeeze into the audience. It's easier to be a singer than to be part of the audience, to get there. You know what I mean? And I think sometimes they forget to thank the audience. And I have this pet peeve. If you don't thank the band, I will also judge that singer. Like, without the band, you would be nothing. You have to say thank you to the audience and thank you to the band. It's not about you. It's about everyone sharing this energy together, everyone helping and coming together to build this very precious moment that we'll always remember.
Wow. You can tell you're super passionate about what you do.
But I can vouch for this because a few weeks ago, I was hosting an event and Olinda was performing. That's exactly what she did. She talked to the audience. She thanked them for coming, even though they're very rich people there. But then, but she did very clearly thank the band. She thanked the band. Exactly what she told you. It's exactly what she did.
Wow.
Because you would be nothing without the band. You would be nothing without the band. And then when I see singers that just put the mic down and they just, basking in the attention, without them, you have no show. So don't forget to thank the band.
Thank the band.
All the singers, to all the singers out there, thank the band.
And
all right, let's move on to and the sound. Yeah. What about the lighting? What about could be a long closing part of the set. So, Olinda, what's a subject you know surprisingly a lot about?
Diamonds, actually. Because my mom used to. Her best friend is a jeweler, so I grew up in the jewelry store. Like since I was in diapers, she would take me there. So I kind of have like, I know my diamonds when I see one. Yeah, I know like, D color, VVS1, VVS2. What cut is this? All this. I know all the details. Although
no. So give us a quick lesson on that, like 4 or 5 key points about diamonds that everyone should know if they don't know about diamonds. But like, what are the 3 to 5 things they should know?
Well, D color is the best color. VVS1 is the best cut. But if you buy
yes,
like you don't buy if you want to save a little bit on diamonds, don't buy let's say you want a 3 carat,
Yeah.
right? You want a 3 carat, you get a 2.98. The price is significantly different, even
Really?
though
It's the point
yeah,
two.
like 3, yeah, even though it's 0.02, once
Yeah.
it hits the 3, it goes into another bracket. So just get something close to that size. No one can
Oh.
tell. Yeah. No one can
Wow.
tell. Yeah.
That's been
That's
it's been a good learning. That's really, really good learning.
That's
Yeah.
good. If I ever buy my wife a new ring, I'll say it's a darling. It's a 0.05 carat. Actually, it's a 0.04.
5 carat, but you get a 4.98. Yeah.
4.98. She ain't getting no 4.98. I can tell you that much.
The color and the cut is very important. The color and the cut.
The color and cut. Yeah, I heard about that. Color and cut.
Yeah.
Okay, so she sings. She's generous. She thanks the band. She knows all about diamonds. Wow, my God! What more can you do, Ollie? What more can you do? But I want to find out is what gets you up in the morning besides singing Michael Bublé. But what gets you up in the morning?
I can't wait to say good morning to my parents. I always want to. Yeah, it's the checking the phone and then seeing them and they go, "Hi kids, good morning." I like that. It's like a routine for me to wish them to have a good day. I believe in routines because if I do it and it's a good day, I'm gonna keep doing it. So that's my routine with them.
So, can I follow this up with you do this every morning?
Yes.
And if you are away, if you're in Singapore, if you're traveling, you're working,
I'll
you
call
do this
them.
every morning?
Yes, and I still kiss my parents to sleep. Like, good night.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I would love that if my kids would do that at whatever age. I think that's great.
I've always done that to my grandparents and then my parents as well. I think I've always been an affectionate kid, and then coming from a pretty strict Chinese family, I think they kind of knew that there's nothing that they can do to stop me from kissing them. I'm going to kiss them.
You wore them down. Yeah.
You're like, why you like that? Right? You're like, I'm more, the way you go. I don't care. I want to kiss you goodnight, and I want to kiss goodnight as well. Like I want, and I would take a Band-Aid, and I would remember the spot that my dad gave me a kiss, and I would stick it there, and I would stick the spot that mom kissed me, and then I'll go to sleep. Just because
that's so cute.
that the kisses would fall off when I rub my face on the pillow.
How adorable you
That's really cute.
I don't know how I made that connection, but I thought that if I rub my face on the pillow, then the kisses will be gone. So let me just. So they found me with plasters on my face in the morning, and then they thought like what's going on with this kid.
That's just the best story. That's just the best story. So, what do you do when you're bored?
When I'm bored, I'm hardly bored. I'm very self-entertaining. I love
self-entertaining.
Yeah, I love being with my friends, but I also love my alone time. So I like to read, and I like to go. Like if I go to Bangkok a lot, right?
Yeah.
So I'll go to the gallery. I'll walk by myself, enjoy my day. I'll bring a book. I can do all of this alone. I can shop alone. I'll go for omakase alone, and I'll pick
really you could go omakase alone, like
yeah.
Oh wow.
And I love it because you're kind of like enjoying, like dating yourself, enjoying your own company, and I think that's very important. Because if I'm happy alone, and anyone else that comes into my life is someone that I choose, not someone that I need. So I always believe in learning to enjoy your own company. I mean, I'm fun.
I love this philosophy.
Someone I choose, not someone I need. I love that. I love that too. I'm going to remember this. Besides your massive screen there, what's been your greatest indulgence?
You want to see my corner of shame, is it?
No, I don't want you to share your corner of shame now. We can do that later. So that's your greatest
coming
indulgence.
up. Your greatest indulgence is coming up.
Yeah, do not answer that now. We will reveal your then corner of shame, which is your greatest indulgence. Okay, we'll just pause that for now and turn your attentions to this question now. Okay. How would you describe the way you work?
Oh my gosh, I'm a perfectionist when it comes to work.
Okay, give us an example.
If you're not gonna do it with heart and with meaning, don't do it at all. It's a waste of everyone's time. To me, I feel so, and I always believe in, you under promise and over deliver, never the opposite, because reputation and respect is something that money cannot buy. It's consistency and stamina that ensures that. So to me, it has to be consistently perfect. To me, when I present my work, I like it to be perfect. And I'm also I think maybe I have a slight OCD. I admit that, because I have some like little quirks about me. Like, I do not like people touching my microphone because it's so personal. The microphone is like your other half.
Yeah.
So when it's moved or when it's touched, and I get a bit of a eek. You get the eek kind of feeling. Yeah.
Wow. So, but I mean, there's two sides to that, right? Because perfectionism can lead to procrastination. It can lead to overthinking, lead to unnecessary anxiety and stress. And especially in a creative field where, in a way, there's no such thing as perfect, or there's no measure for what perfect is. So there's a real danger if you're such a perfectionist to end up, never getting work out there, never getting stuff done.
But that's why people, like, they ask me, like, why do you do it? Like with I have a bespoke sneaker label that's coming up, and they go like, why do you do it? You can just go buy, like, for what sake are you doing this? For art's sake. That's what I said. There's no reason. There doesn't have to be a reason. As long as it makes you happy, just do it first. Then you will know what to do with it once the product is made, once that art is created. It's a feeling. You're asking me to contain it. I can't. I just want to do it. I didn't do my music video for the views. I didn't. I did it because I wanted to do it. And it won Asian MTV Asian Television Awards MTV of the Year. But very unfortunately, it was the year that COVID hit, so I couldn't go on the red carpet. I couldn't even get a chance.
Oh, no way.
But it's okay. But it's okay. The fact is, I did it. I made this, and I'm gonna leave this behind. When I'm gone, my grandkids can look at it and say, "Oh yeah, grandma was pretty cool. She had a pretty cool MV concept there." Whether it's one MV or two MV or three MVs, doesn't matter the amount of MVs that I made. Like, it's just, I did it because I wanted to.
Wow. I mean, you're clearly so passionate. This might be hard for you, but because what we're going to do now is to ask you to find 2 items that you treasure from either your work or your travels that have a really special meaning for you. So I wonder if you go and get 2 items and show and tell. I'm sure you've got a lot.
You know how prepared I am, right?
You are.
You're super. What is that? Bring it closer to the camera. Let's have a look. What is that?
What's that?
Wow, that's a nice watch.
I found this on my first dive in the Maldives.
Huh?
I found it
at the bottom of the ocean?
It was on my first dive, and it was the first time that I went. They took us to the shallow end, obviously, because we were right. So I found this watch in this condition. It's like 20 years old, and it's still fine.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
And my friend changed the strap for me, and then me being a stickler for details, I told him, I like the song Time After Time, so he put the words there for me.
Oh, it's actually got Time After Time, literally.
Yeah.
So it's bespoke, personalized already.
Do you actually wear it? Do you wear it, or do you just?
I wear it sometimes. Do
you think there was like a special meaning about finding this watch rather than just being like a physical item? Did you think that you were meant to find it, or does it have a significant feeling memory for you?
I think it found me. It's not that I found it.
Okay.
Like, how does someone find a watch like that in the sea? It's so weird. It's just so weird. And I tried to find the owner. Nobody came forward to claim it. Yeah.
Well, if you're watching Dear Future Grandkids right now and you're missing a watch in the Maldives 20 years ago or more,
Olinda has it.
If you stayed at the dive resort where Olinda stayed, she's got it.
All right, that's item number 1. What's another item that you have to show us?
It's on my hand.
Okay, it's a ring. Wow, that's a mega chunky.
That's a lot of diamonds.
Ring.
It's a very Elvis-looking ring, right?
It is.
But it has a lot of meaning to me. It's always on this hand where I'm holding the microphone. 2 rows belong to grandma, 2 rows belong
Okay.
to mom, and
Okay.
1 row belongs to me. I'm gonna make enough money to make the other row.
Wow.
And I will pass it down to my child.
And how long have you had
Wow.
that diamond ring for?
They give it to me since I was 20-ish.
Oh, it was a present.
Yeah. But recently I added
Yeah,
the
that
this
stuff.
row. So I
Oh,
have to save up for the next row. So
Oh,
grandma added 2 rows, mom added 2 rows. So now it's my turn to add.
so anytime you're on stage, you will have that ring.
I'll always have that ring, and I feel a little bit braver when like I look
You have
down
that.
at the ring, and I'll think like, okay, I am the daughter of, I am the granddaughter of. Okay, Ollie, you can do this. I think I'm my own coach.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
your own cheerleader as well.
Yeah.
The support. But do you only wear this when you perform, or you just occasionally you do wear it out, or?
I wear it daily, but especially when I'm performing, right? When I'm holding the microphone, when I'm holding it in my hand like that,
Yeah. Then you.
I it's just automatically I'll look at it to comfort myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Such a special meeting, and you have it with you all the time. Now, Ollie, you already I've been privileged enough. I worked for you a few times and the stuff that I've hosted, so I've listened to you sing live, and obviously you gave everyone watching Dear Future Grandkids a snippet earlier. So, Ange and I, we have no shame, none no shame, none whatsoever.
It's
'Cause,
not no shame. It's being real.
being real, being real. Okay, that's nicer. Being real, and what we would love, and if you're okay with it, if you could just, and for everyone watching Dear Future Grandkids as well, if you could just sing us something.
You know
Just a
what
You
I
don't
little.
always
mind?
sing? What I always wanted to sing and I never got the chance to sing.
What?
Majula Singapura.
Well, really? Okay,
Yeah.
so that's the national anthem of Singapore.
Yes.
So
And
obviously
I always
it's
want to sing that. I love Singapore. I love my country. But I never got to ask to sing for National Day. And I always wanted to sing for National Day. That was like my biggest
wait.
dream.
You've never been asked to sing in the National Day Parade.
Never.
The National Day
Yeah,
Parade.
never. But
Sorry.
I don't know who to ask. I don't know who to ask to have that opportunity to sing Majula Singapura.
The national anthem itself. So, Singapore government, if you're watching this right now, Olinda Cho is here. It's been a long time. You've had your parade in the Padang, okay,
Yeah.
as well back there. So it's time. She says it's time, okay? Invite
do it
her.
for
She
free.
wants to
I'll do it
perform.
for free.
She wants to
Just
sing the national anthem.
For
Okay.
free.
I don't
I love
understand why you
Singapore.
haven't called her. Manifest and it will happen.
Manifest.
I'm just gonna put it
Manifesting
out
for
right here,
you.
right now. Olinda said it on Dear Future Grandkids. She's never done National Day Parade thingy. She never sung. She wants to sing the national anthem. Manifest is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Go on,
So
give
you-
us a couple of lines. I don't think I know it, so give me a. Can you
so
give
it's the
us a
national
couple of
anthem,
lines?
but it could be
my
your version. Yeah, her version. So her version of the national anthem.
Mari kita raya Singapura sama-sama menuju bahagia. Cita-cita kita yang mulia berjaya Singapura. Marilah kita bersatu dengan semangat yang baru. Semua kita bersatu. Majulah Singapura. Majulah Singapura.
Oh wow! I think I'm listening to that for the first time. That's lovely. Oh my goodness!
the national
Please,
anthem, and
someone listen.
yeah.
Someone let
That's in
Olinda
Bahasa,
sing.
yeah. Olinda's put her spin on it, and the goosebumps are here, and Ollie manifest. You can just imagine 5 million Singaporeans now listen to that, and everyone's crying. It's all your fault.
I will cry if I sing that song because I really love Singapore. I love Singapore so much. There's no place like home.
I tell you what, manifest is going to happen. We're going to cut this promo. We're going to put that snippet out. This is going to happen. They're all going to see it, and if it doesn't happen within a year, the world's not right.
Yep, agree. Something's wrong.
The world's not right. The world's not right. Olinda, thank you so much for that. I think that was a really wonderful version. But here at Dear Future Grandkids as well, not only do we want our guests to feel comfortable to talk about themselves, talk about their legacy, we do also want them to do a bit of work as well. So if you got your phone with you, what we want to do is, this is the part of the show where we want you to leave a meaningful voice message, okay, so that all of us can listen to someone special in your life. It could be someone that really is really meaningful to you, but you haven't had the chance to connect with them, or you haven't had a chance to speak to them in the last few years, but you think about them. Or someone on your phone that's important, but you didn't realize it was there, or you forgot about it, you scroll through your phone and goes, oh, that's someone. So this is just like an example of a meaningful voicemail, but it could be anybody you choose to make this call to.
But I tell people that I love them all the time.
I can imagine you do.
Yeah, I do. There's hardly anyone that I would leave out. I mean, not.
Do you know what?
If I left them out, it would be on purpose.
Today,
well, you could leave a rude voice message. You could.
I was going to say, today's a dark day. The reverse goes. Elena goes, I hate you.
The evil side of Dear Future Grandkids. Or call someone up who owes you money.
How about Mama? Mama is the one that I talk to every day. But sometimes, maybe she doesn't realize how much I love her.
Okay.
I think she would do. But anyone you want to. You want to leave a voice message.
Anyone. A voice message.
A voice message. Like a
WhatsApp
voice message. And so that the receiver can play that and for us to listen to.
Hi, Mommy. This is Ollie. I think I love you is not enough for me to describe how much I feel for you. And I just want you to know that you don't have to worry about growing old and being lonely or no one's taking care of you. It's going to be me all the way. And I just want you to be happy. And I appreciate everything that you have done for me every single day. You're always self-sacrificing, and I always constantly remind you that you're so much more than just a mom and a wife. You are a boss, you are a daughter, you're a sister, you're a friend. So don't forget that part of you. Be more than mom and a wife. Go hang out with your friends. Go do what makes you happy, because I think you give us too much as a mom. But I appreciate it. I mean, I'm on the other end, and I just want you to have fun, Mom. Just go have fun. You deserve it, and I love you so much, so much. And it's my luck to have you in my life, and I hope that in my next life, you would still be my mom. I would choose you all over again. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. What mum wouldn't appreciate a message like that? That is just so sweet. I mean, you say good morning to your parents every day. You leave a message like that. I mean, you really are so incredibly close to your family, aren't you, Olinda?
I love my family so much.
I mean, a lot of people love their family, but they don't vocalize it in the way and express themselves in the way that you do. I mean, there's so much heart.
I think they allowed me to be that way. Like they always said that they didn't need me to be the prettiest kid or the smartest kid. They didn't care about, like, when their friends would say, oh, my kid got 50, and my parents were like, yeah, okay, she got 25. Is she happy? Yeah, she is. Yeah, okay. They're that kind of parents.
Oh, that's super cool.
Yeah.
I wonder what your mom's going to think when she listens to that message.
She'll be like, what?
She's either going to be really, I'm sure she'll be moved, but she's probably also thinking,
are you okay?
Yeah. Is she drunk?
Yeah.
Is she in trouble? Does she owe someone money?
I don't drink, so that I don't drink anything but water. I only drink water, if you see.
Really? You don't even drink soft drinks? You don't drink any soft drinks either?
No. I
Tea?
only drink water. No.
Coffee?
No.
Wow.
Wow.
Is that because of taste or because of discipline?
Because the real truth, I just want to stay young because sugar makes you old. So I just want to maintain my youth. I was just like, okay, I keep my body clean, I eat clean, I'm into that self-love phase of my life right now.
Well, I'm screwed then.
Yeah, me too, man. Yeah, you are, Jen.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't drink alcohol because I've got that Asian flush, but man, do I live off coffee.
But my parents drink. They enjoy their drinks. My brother enjoy his drink. So I was thinking, like, I think I better not drink because if anything happens, touch wood, choi. And if they need to get to the hospital, there has to be one sober person in the family. So
you thought about that? That's the reason why you don't drink?
Advanced planning.
That's
that
crazy.
Is plan B, plan C, plan B thinking.
When I was younger, I used to drink outside of the home. But the moment I'm in the house, and if I see them drinking, I wouldn't drink that night. I just wouldn't.
Wow. You're so responsible.
Yeah.
Man, you're so...
I don't know if I overthink or if I'm over responsible, but just in case, I'm there.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, Olinda, we want to have a nosy around because we can see you've got a super cool setup. You've got that really cool computer, which I'm envying already. So I wondered if you could show us maybe a corner of shame or corners of shame, a part of your house that no one never gets to see.
Yeah.
You ready?
Her obsession.
Yes.
She promised us.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go. All right.
All right,
Give it a bit. All right.
Oh, nice.
Wait,
Can you see that?
Almost. Yes, we can.
Oh, wow. That's so cool.
It's like pop art corner.
Okay. Let's go.
All right.
Let's go. Wow. What are we seeing?
Jordan ones.
They're all the same. They all look the same.
They're the same, but they're not the same. And you got to appreciate it. It's all in different colorways. Okay, the original Jordans, the North Carolina color, it's all different Jordans.
I don't understand any of that. What did any of that mean? So they're all the same, like model, but in different colors and different. Oh,
That's right. And they go all the way up.
Oh, wow. To the ceiling.
It's floor to ceiling.
That's like 100. Is that 100 sneakers?
I would think so.
Yeah,
More than that. More than that. There's more than that. Those are Air Force Ones.
Wow.
Oh, the Tiffany Air Force Ones.
You both know your sneakers, huh?
He knows.
They're all Nike. You only buy Nike.
I only buy Nike. I have one New Balance.
Jen's such an Adidas guy. Jen is such an Adidas guy.
But I can appreciate Nike.
All right. So you're going to show us the most expensive or the most meaningful of your collection?
Okay, meaningful.
Meaningful one.
All right.
This one is called the Elvis.
Wow, that's beautiful colors. And
yeah,
why
so
is that
colorway? Yeah, why is it called
Why is
Elvis?
that the most meaningful one?
Because I made this with my friend.
You got it bespoke. Oh yeah, you made that. You can design the colors and everything, right? Yeah.
Yes, and I love Elvis. So we started this brand, and it's called E7E.
Yeah.
If you can see.
E7.
Yeah. E7E
E7E.
Yeah. There's a reason why, but I can't tell you. You figure it out.
E7. Okay.
Okay.
We will. I don't know if we get it, but
Elvis, because Elvis is one of my idols, right? And the colors are from the 1950s.
Yes,
beautiful.
I get it. Yeah.
The whole thing is handmade. This whole shoe, there's one of one bespoke. It doesn't exist anywhere else.
Yeah.
So what we did was to use it's now or never.
So cool.
And on this part it goes you can see at the laces. What we embroidered there was give me a second.
Yeah.
Show you.
I'm still
The
trying to
little-
figure out E7E. Elvis 7 something.
No,
I don't
the
think we're
little-
gonna get it. I don't think we're gonna get it, Jen. Man, that is the most impressive sneaker collection I think I've seen in real life.
It's got the reverse swoosh, the Travis Scott ones as well, isn't it?
Wow.
Yeah, we decided to go with the Travis
Yeah,
Scott. But in the front it goes one for the money, two for the show.
Oh man.
Right, let me show you the insole.
Wow. That's
That's
unbelievable.
bonkers. That's bonkers.
It's stunning. The colors and everything. Wow.
The colors actually is really stunning. The colorway is really nice.
I'm gonna get into this now.
Why it's reversed? It's because I'm Gemini.
Oh.
Ah.
And you designed this. You got this made, and now you're setting up your own bespoke sneaker company.
Yes. And inside it says here, I don't know if you can see it, but
It's it says something. I can see it says something.
Yeah.
Life.
Life.
Take my hand. Take my whole life too.
Life too. Ah, okay.
and then on this
Elvis
side, it
song.
says,
Let's see what that says.
Let's see what she says.
I can't help falling in love with
Falling
you.
in love with you.
Oh, nice.
Those 4 Elvis songs.
I mean, do you actually wear it? Because for me, that'd be so nice. I don't know if I'd
No,
actually
you don't wear it. You don't wear it.
I wore it for my comeback show. I did. I made the shoe first, and then I made a suit to go with the shoes. So that's how I work. I always start with the shoes first,
And then you walk your way.
and then I work my way. I like bespoke things. I like things customized, and I like things that have meaning. So even when I pick my suits, the lining, the words that I put inside of the suit, it all has to have meaning to me, because if life has no meaning, then what kind of life is that?
deep, true.
Yeah.
And then didn't you say,
E7E.
don't you have a superstition where you buy a new pair of trainers for a new occasion, something like that? Didn't you say
Yes,
that?
I do. So everything that I embark on, let's say it's a new audition, especially when it's singing competitions, you can't afford to make any mistakes, right? You want to go in with a strong front. I always crack open a new pair of shoes. So all those shoes that you've seen on the wall, like over there, a lot of them haven't been worn. Those that are worn, I have actually two versions. I have one that I wear and one that I keep.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Got
but
it.
not.
I know what you mean.
not-
I know
not
what you mean.
all.
Yeah,
I
know
have
what you
a
mean.
baby pair that I will wear.
Yeah.
Which I don't mind like scuffing around, but like
Yeah.
the rest, I wouldn't touch them because they are really vintage,
Yeah.
and they have too much. I mean, the sneaker game has changed. I used to be like the kid queuing outside the shop waiting for it to open to be the first one to go and grab the shoe. But nowadays it's like, they have all these bots, and the bots will go and snatch the shoes. It took the fun out of,
Yeah.
it's not the queuing part, but the bonding part that you had with your friends. And most sneakerheads friends that I have were boys, and I was like the only girl. I would sit with them, and then they would teach me about sneaker collecting and all that. I've been doing it since I was 12. Yeah.
I see Jen
Super
totally
cool.
relates.
Super cool.
Totally
Yeah, I
understands.
just totally get it. Absolutely, 100%.
So now,
The passion is there, yeah, for sure. And
I want to make
it's beautiful. I mean, totally get what you say. Most people wouldn't understand that you love to collect, and that you will have 2 pairs, one that you keep and never use, and one that you will wear. It makes
I don't get
complete sense.
Yeah.
Complete sense.
And what are you gonna one day like sell it, or that's not the point? It's just you want a collection of pristine trainers.
that's what I will leave behind for my grandchildren. And I tell them, if you really, really need to, then sell it for college. But make sure, but oh my God. See, just the thought of it hurts my
If you really need to sell
I
it,
leave my
no,
legacy for
don't
you,
sell
but
it.
please don't make the wrong decisions with that. Oh, brilliant.
That was the best. There's nothing shameful about that corner. That was amazing. I just cannot believe it. And it's so neat and well organized.
And we should change this segment just for Olinda. It's the corner of fame. That's the absolute corner of fame, not shame, for sure.
Totally. It was very impressive.
Every speaker tells a story. I remember. Yeah, if I there are some that I've won once. So it's like I can remember the song that I auditioned in. And you know, Nike, its slogan is just do it. So yeah, just do it. Just go. Do it. Do it. Then you decide what you want to do after you've done it. If not, you're going to sit there and wonder, why didn't I do it? Why didn't I do it? I don't want to live my life with regrets. So just do it is exactly the words that I need to propel myself to.
You're so positive. You are so positive. You're so
strong and positive.
Self-assured. Yeah. You don't dwell on the small things. You really know what you want, and yet you have such a kind heart, and you're just willing to step forward, which is very rare, because sometimes people can say that people that are so driven can be just so self-indulgent and just push everything aside and only are just self-serving. But you're driven, but you're so different. The way you talk about your family, the way you talk about your friends, even just playing mahjong with someone and getting a glimpse into that person's personality. Are you a good loser? Which shows that you're a good person. It's amazing.
It's about being gracious, I think, at the end of the day, and appreciating the artist and the art of whatever it is, music, entertainment, acting. There's effort put in. There is magic. There is essence in the air. They did deep to give you this.
Yeah. It
doesn't matter if you win or lose. The fact is they managed to do it. If some people, they just sit there and they like, this person is like, this person. If you think it's so easy, why don't you go and do it then?
Yeah.
And sometimes they don't even do anything about it.
So this is you now, the person that you've become. But we also know that there's years of just living and being motivated, and also being sort of molded, and you can't help but be that way because of people that you're close to, and especially family. And you are so close to your family, and they come, they're all musicians, musically inclined, aren't they, your family?
Yeah, my mom is a saxophonist. My dad plays the guitar. My brother plays the guitar and the piano. I play the piano and the drums a little bit. Yeah.
So did it all just come together? They were just naturally into music. It was a musical family, or did they just want to go, like, made you pursue not as a career, but go, you know what, or when you grow up, you just have to play an instrument, and same to your brother, or you was just there?
I was told by my piano teacher, like, she called my mom and she told her that I have zero musical talent and I shouldn't be wasting my mom's money. And she told me.
How old were you? That's ridiculous.
I think I was 8 or 9. And I was like,
crazy.
Why is the class ending so early? Like, why am I in here for 5 minutes and then we're going home? And my mom's like, you didn't practice and your teacher doesn't want to teach you anymore. Then I was like, okay. I just went home. But then I thought, but she called me. She did call me after Singapore Idol and she congratulated me. Like, you're so good. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, but you told me I suck.
Yeah, you didn't encourage me when I was 8 years old. I mean,
no, but I was naughty. I admit I didn't practice.
Yeah, but you were 8. I mean, still, you're a kid.
But it's the piano. It's the piano.
Yeah.
I didn't like it, but I played it later on at 20-ish. I started playing the piano at 20-ish.
So someone can relate to that. Ange is a music major. She plays the piano. So she graduated. Wow. She's actually a music major. And
but not in performance. I can't play. I did history, but funny, I went back to England just recently, and I connected with my piano teacher, who I haven't talked to in decades. And my piano teacher, me, my sister, and my cousin got on a Zoom with our piano teacher. And I honestly, without exaggeration, he was the single most inspirational non-family person growing up for me, because he was so passionate about music. And it wasn't that that's not what we took away from him. It was his it was his passion about music translated to us understanding that as an adult, you can be really passionate about something.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with being passionate about something, because I think we grew up in a quite reserved, you know, our parents were quite reserved. People around me were very British, very reserved. And he was the only figure that we saw regularly who was so crazy passionate about our bad piano playing. So when we called him, you know, the other week, it was so emotional for us because he had no idea of the impact he had on our life. He thought he saw us once a week for a 40-minute lesson. And yes, we practiced piano hard and we did all our grades, just like good Chinese people. But his influence and his passion extended way beyond our musical education. It literally changed the way we thought about life, because we realized there's this whole world out there, and you can get passionate and you can get emotional, and it's all fine. And he was really moved when we told him that. Yeah. So
I think it's really important to not like forget, because sometimes people are so busy adulting that they forget, like, you know, to have a hobby or something that they are excited about. You know, sometimes it's just work. But, you know, for me, it'd be like, oh, this pair of sneakers is coming, this pair of sneakers is coming out, I'm going to wait for it, you know. You have that kind of excitement, and it's like buying a gift for yourself, right? Like, oh, I got another present in the mail. Oh, I got another present in the mail. Oh, I got hold of these shoes that's so hard to get. How am I going to get this shoe? You start thinking, how do I network? How to this person, to this person, to this person, you know? And it's the little things in life. If someone,
it's the little things,
if they can help you find your happy, God bless that person. But I hope that you can do it yourself. But if they took the time to help you find your happy, that person is someone to hold on to.
I mean, it's funny because I know at school you were the swimming captain, you were the sports captain, you were the cheerleading captain, but at the same time, your nickname at school was Baby Whale, wasn't it?
I could, because I could hold my breath for a long time. I can go down and.
Oh, that's why.
That's why. Plus the fact that when I jump into the water at 100 kilos, the other girls who are like 30, 40 kilos, they just kind of like make way for me to they kind of float away. I was really that big compared to
were you really 100 kilos?
I was 100 kilos.
And what age was that? 13,
okay. Yeah. But I thought to be honest, I thought I was beautiful. I didn't care. I wore my swimsuit and paraded around I'm more conscious now of my body than I was then at 13.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, we have a picture of you coming up in your school class, and you're pretty you're the one there on the are you the one in the bottom row?
The biggest one. I'm always the biggest kid in class.
You're the biggest kid.
Yeah, but look at the smile, the same smile. You look happy.
I was happy. I was happy. I had a lot of friends, and I remember I'm still in touch with some of them.
And was it just sort of baby weight that you were carrying and it all dropped off when you grew up, or did you decide to? Because I know you were into sports anyway.
I was fat into sports. That's the thing. It never stopped me from thinking like, oh, you're too fat, you can't do the hurdles. I mean, it was hard, but I managed to do at least 3. You know, I still went. It wasn't easy. Like, imagine 100 kilos trying to do hurdles. Right? I'm like, I can do it, no problem. But first one, second one, third one, boom. So I'm like, okay, never mind, I can't do hurdles. At least I tried.
And I know your parents, they really treated you and your brother, they really treated you like adults, even from a young age. Didn't they?
Yeah. They never really. It's quite tough though, because there weren't any rules that were kind of forced upon us, or like the discipline had to come from yourself, that had to come from within. But I watched the way that they loved my grandparents, and then I learned to love them in the same way. But nobody forced me to do anything. No one forced me to be girly or to give them kisses or what. I just see like what they do, and then I mirror.
You look like your mom.
Yeah,
completely. So like the picture of the mom. You look like your mom.
My mom is the cooler version of me. That's what I would put it.
She looks cool. She looks super cool.
She looks cool,
she knows how to have fun. Once she comes into the room, her energy is like...
I bet she's like a great person to hang out with.
She's fun. She drinks. She loves to talk. She's funny. She doesn't care what people think about how she speaks. She doesn't speak the best English. Like, she just speaks her own English, you know. But I like that about her because she's so confident.
It just is, right? Yeah.
It is. I'm not pretending to be anything I'm not. And if I say it wrong, then I say it wrong. Who cares? Like, you still get what I'm saying, right? And then be like, yeah, Mama Cho, we still, like, everyone calls them Mama Cho and Papa Cho. So they're
That's so cute.
So cute.
Yeah, everyone's parents.
Oh, that's great.
If I'm away, my friends will call and say, Mama Cho, what are you doing tonight? Are you alone having dinner? Is Papa Cho with you? You know what? We're gonna crash. We're gonna crash this dinner. We're gonna come over. Like, it's like that. They like the kids to come over and hang out. They are that kind of parents.
Oh, that's such a beautiful family setup. You're clearly surrounded by family love, and that's just great. And you give so much love back to them as well. That's fantastic. Yeah.
Lucky, grateful I am.
Oh,
I
think that's why you're perfect for a show called Dear Future Grandkids. Really, I really do, because it's this generational love that we love hearing about. I mean, how would you like to, for your future grandkids? Let's say you bumped an 80-year-old Olinda bumped into your grandkids at their school prom. Let's say, how would you like them to think of you?
As a wise person, as someone that, like, I would like them to respect me, that every word that I say would be taken seriously, and someone that make them feel safe. You know, be a respectful, like, an adult worth respecting, you know? So lead by your actions, not just by your words. Don't just say, nah, drinking is bad for you, and then take a swig of whiskey. Nah, don't do this, and then go and smoke. No, just do it. And then they'll follow. Lead by example. Follow with consistency and have stamina. Don't drop halfway. There's a lot of people that do it and like, oh yeah, I can do it. I'm gonna stop drinking, and they stop doing it after a few months. Yeah. And don't be fake. Just be yourself. If you speak English well, speak English well. If you don't, one thing I don't get is I was in Australia for 8 years of my life, right? And I came back with zero accent. Zero.
It's true.
Yeah, I infected all my Australian friends, all my Japanese friends with the Singaporean accent.
You became the dominant accent.
Yeah, it's like my friends were like, okay lah, we can do this lah. Like, they started speaking Singlish, and I was like, yeah, I left a little part of Singapore with them. They're always yeah.
So maybe we should change your motto to just do it lah.
Yeah, just do it lah. Really,
Brilliant. I mean, I think you're the only person that I know that has spent 8 years in a country like Australia, the UK, and then instead of coming back with an accent, has imparted your own accent to your friends there. You're probably the only person I've ever met to have done that.
I mean, I can do it for laughs. I can do the Aussie accent, like, can I have a Coke, please? Yeah, I could do that.
See?
But
Exactly.
like, Mana, I want a Coke lah. Give me a Coke lah.
Now, I've just as we got talking, and we know that you're so close to your family, but we also know that as an individual, you're so driven. You're driven. You've done so much. Now you've got your own sneaker bespoke brand coming out as well, and you can tell that everything that you do, you've always mentioned as well that there's purpose behind it. If there's no purpose, there's no point. So at this point in your life right now, I mean, do you still have like any goals left, like any big goals? Yeah.
Yes.
What are they?
I do. I want to form an Asian collective of artists, and I want us to all collaborate, and just make art. Like, let's make money to make more art. That's what we want to do. You know, and leave this world a better place for the next generation.
I mean, it feels tough. It feels like a tough ask. I mean, especially during COVID, loads of my friends, the work in the creative industry, the work completely dried up. and it hasn't quite got back up to a level. And I think the world is changed, and a lot of them are feeling very pessimistic, looking for other jobs outside of the creative field. So I love it. I admire it. I support what you're doing, but it's a tough ask, I think. Do you feel the same way, or you feel differently?
I think it's doable. It's not easy, but I think it's doable. It's definitely doable. Like people who have shared the same minds and the kind of same hearts, you know? We're not doing it for the sake of being like, oh yeah, we're in the art scene, we're arty. No. We want to do a passion project together. And it's like they are not in it for the money nor the fame. It's more for the art itself. Even for the shoes. If I find the person like doesn't have a good heart, isn't kind, I don't care how much you have. I wouldn't sell you the shoes. I wouldn't want to make a pair for someone who I feel is not a kind person. So by invitation only, and bespoke by invitation only. And subjected to your character.
That's brilliant. It should be your brand manifesto in there.
Yeah, I need a vibe check because I put my entire heart into understanding this person to create this piece for you. So it's a lot of effort on my part, a lot of energy, and on my partner's part as well, for us to create this shoe for you. We don't want to just create it for people with money. It's got to be people who truly appreciate. Sometimes if they truly appreciate it, you can even give it to them for free. You know, it's not about the money. If it was about the money, you wouldn't have picked the arts. You would have picked to be a banker, right? Or
true. This is so true.
Yeah. It's right. Because it chose us, and well, we make the best of it.
Right to the end, Olinda Cho has purpose. And like you say, consistency from the start of the show and now to the very end of the show. You've always been the same. You're consistent. You're driven. You say the same things. It's consistent messaging, and it's just you. You're just on point. So Olinda, thank you so much for being on the show today. But this is Dear Future Grandkids. Before you leave, if you could say, or you can leave one message to your future grandkids, and they'll see this in the future. What would you say? Yeah, what would you say to your future grandkids?
Of course she's prepared. Olinda's always prepared.
She's prepared.
But
she does her homework.
Took me a long time to write it.
Thank you for taking the time.
Well, can't wait to hear it.
No. I'm happy to. Like it helped me dig like really deep. Like because every word, like I said, words have energy. What you say to yourself is very important. And I only know how to be myself. I do not know how to be anything else. So I am consistently me. Whether you know me from primary school to secondary school, kindergarten, in front of mom and dad, in front of grandparents, this is 100% authentic. You will never meet a different version of Olinda. This is me, right?
Wow.
So this is what I want to tell my grandkids.
Okay.
The best part about being authentic is that there's no image to maintain. So to my grandkids, stay humble, always choose kindness, have integrity, be honest, and always keep it real, and be yourself.
Oh,
I just wonder what you're gonna be like as a grandma. Everyone calls you Papa Cho and Mama Cho. I wonder what Mama Cho would be like.
Come over and meet them if you're in Singapore. I welcome you to my home for dinner.
I will be absolutely intrigued to see what it's like.
I would love that. Yeah, and I'm gonna start looking up trainers and sneakers. I'm so fascinated now.
Don't.
It's a really deep, dark hole.
It's a rabbit hole. Let me tell you.
Yeah, and you just won't get it. You just won't.
She will.
I just find it so. I mean, I know what Jen's saying because I'm a really practical person. I'm like, why would you buy shoes and not wear them? Like everything. I really aspire for minimalism. So everything in my house doesn't have any aesthetic value. It has to have utilitarian value first. Like if it's not useful to me, I don't want it in my house because I don't like clutter, right? And I never collect stuff.
Your Muji life. It's the Muji life.
It's the Muji life. I do love that Zen.
Actually, yes. Yeah.
I do. I really like that. And so for me, it's so mind blowing that you'd buy a pair of trainers that you don't use, you put in actually do use. I mean, it just blows my mind. I find it so, because for me, shoes are really, really utilitarian.
Functional,
right?
But you
That's
see,
what
because
exactly it's designed for.
there's so many different kinds of humans because of people like you. There's people like me that exist, right? Like because of people like
you need the yin and yang in life, right?
Yeah.
It's
all
very
cannot be the
true.
same. Yeah.
This is I've learned so much. It's been just a pure pleasure, Olinda, and I love your message to your future grandkids. And how can fans reach out and get to know you more? Do you have any projects coming up? How can they get in touch with you?
I will be launching my shoe website soon, and I also have a couple of things up my sleeves. They'll be quite fun. So just follow me on Instagram at Olinda Cho. Yeah, and I always do my best to reply messages. So go ahead. If you need to talk, if you need a shoulder to cry on, if you need advice, come to me. I'll tell you everything. But right now, if your grandparents are still around, if your parents are still around, go and kiss the hell out of them.
Oh,
You know what? You are right. That I can completely 100% agree with you. You are 100% agree with you. Olinda, I mean, what can I say? This has been a fantastic show. I mean, I haven't really had a chance to have a full conversation with you. Of course, I've seen you around Singapore. I know who you are. We've met at some shows before, but this is the first actual time, getting to see who you truly are and how authentic you are. And like I said, from start to finish, you're so consistent. You're just such a lovely and kind person. And we wish you all the best, 100%. And if there's anything that we can do for you, please let us know. And to all the viewers,
I want to introduce you, my friends, to bring on this show as well.
Oh, so we love that.
Yeah. So they can tell their grandkids as well, and then we can show our grandkids together.
Oh,
that will be brilliant. Then you can have a Dear Future Grandkids viewing party with all your friends.
Yeah, I mean, it is meaningful. I really appreciate the opportunity, and who else would have given me the chance except you guys? It's like, it's great. Thank you. Not thank me, but thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for you being you. Honestly, this has been fantastic. And to all of you watching as well, this has been Dear Future Grandkids, where we look to the past to give us lessons for the future. I'm Jen. That's Ange. Percy, we miss you.
We miss you,
don't
Percy.
make this a habit. Come back.
Percy. It was a great episode.
You've missed out. Percy.
You missed out big time. That's your fault. And once again, to our wonderful guest, Olinda.
Thank you so much. Having me. Thank you.
Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Thanks, viewers.
Bye.